Taurus, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot, and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of September 18th through the 24th. This is for Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, and Taurus Rising signs. So Taurus, for this reading, I'm using the Hanson Roberts Tarot deck along with the Oracle of the Unicorns Oracle cards by Cordelia Brabs. Alright, Taurus, so at the bottom of the deck, I do have the Hierophant. So the Hierophant represents your sign, Taurus. But maybe some of you could be signing something this week. Maybe documents are very significant. The company that you work for, there could be something going on within the workplace or with the company that you work for, maybe even the government. There could be some terrains that you have a legal matter that's ongoing. And some of you might be hearing something. You could be receiving some sort of news or communication. The overall energy is the Page of Cups. Normally when I have the Page of Cups and the Page of Swords in a spread though, news that was delayed, for some of you news that was delayed is now coming through. So there could be some terrains that news you were waiting on is finally coming through. You have some good news that's coming through this week. Something that makes you very happy, and it's connected to maybe the company that you work for or a large institution. Maybe the government could have something to do with schooling as well. But this is good news coming in for you, Taurus. I see some of you definitely maybe celebrating this with the Three of Cups here. Going out, maybe celebrating this news. For some of you, this success. Because something in your life has maybe come full circle with the Three of Cups, and then we have the World here. You have a lot to be grateful for. So for some of you, maybe something has come full circle. You've made it. This is some good news coming in that maybe you were waiting on. And there could even be some times that you're traveling. Maybe this news or this decision allows for you to travel. There could be some times that you're traveling for work. Or maybe just a cycle within your life is completing, and with the World, it could be a very long cycle or chapter that's completing, and you're moving on to that next chapter. But you know, like I always say with the World, it does require patience. This can be something that, you know, takes a while. So you're easing out of that old chapter, old cycle of your life, and easing into that next chapter. So for some of you, yes, you maybe have had to be patient throughout this process, but there's some good news that's definitely coming in for you guys. With the Page of Cups as well, for the overall energy, really listen to your intuition this week, follow your heart. I see some of you planning for the future, definitely very focused on the future with the Two of Rods here. Maybe just about ready to walk down that new path, start that next chapter of your life. I see you very, very focused on the future, making those plans. And some of you have a lot of possibilities. You have a lot of possibilities in front of you. With the Four of Pentacles here, with the Four of Pentacles and then the Hierophant, financially speaking, for some of you this week, this can definitely be a more conservative energy. So there could be some Taurians that you're saving your money, you're trying to save some money, you're planning for the future. So some of you are planning ahead. Maybe you're just simply trying to save some money here. Or you could be planning for something in particular. So maybe some of you want to purchase a home, or you want to take a trip. There's something that maybe you want to do. So this could be, for some of you, maybe you're starting to save some money here. You're planning on saving some money. Now with the Four of Swords, this is interesting because I mentioned that some of you, news might have been delayed, and some Taurians, you're going to be hearing something this week. With the Four of Swords, you know, this could be the energy feeling stagnant. You know, maybe something was on hold. You were dealing with these delays here. And maybe some of you were obsessing. There is some mental energy here. So there could be some Taurians that I'm reading for that maybe you were worried about this situation, maybe really obsessing about this, overly thinking about it. But here with the Four of Swords and the Devil, I think that for those of you that your mind was kind of wandering and you were obsessing about something and maybe really fearing the worst, I think that some of you, this is your mind calming. I think that you're feeling a little bit more you know, peaceful, definitely more balanced this week here. I don't think that you're obsessing or worrying as much as you might have been previously with this combination. And it could be obviously because you've heard something, there's been some news that has come in. But also some of you might have felt stuck with the Devil, trapped, stuck, maybe in a situation or an environment. And this could definitely be job related for some of you with the Hierophant here. Stuck in a position that is maybe no longer serving you, you've outgrown it. And the same thing goes if this is a relationship matter with the Hierophant. Of course, can represent a relationship, one that's been ongoing for many years, a more traditional relationship or a marriage. You know, maybe you've stayed in a relationship or you're married, and with the Devil, some of you are definitely going to be using this sword to sever ties. So there could be some Taurians that you might have felt stuck or trapped within a situation, and I think that in the very near future, if not this week, you are going to be cutting yourself free. For some of you, you're going to be taking back control, freeing yourself in some way from this environment or this situation. So if this is a job situation, good news in regards to that. I see you moving out of this. I see you moving towards peace, and I see you healing and just feeling more peaceful. Relationship too, I mean, you could be separating yourself. And I think that some of you with the Devil and the Five of Swords underneath it, this is a person that will do whatever they have to do to be successful. So I think that some of you, you know, you felt trapped, you felt stuck in a situation. You will do whatever you have to do to get out of this. I think some of you are planning ahead, definitely. Also with this Page of Swords, you know, he's someone who's kind of like on the lookout. He's very guarded. I think that you're definitely on the lookout. Some of you are really very vigilant and very thorough. You're definitely planning ahead, paying attention to the details, and you're figuring this out. Whatever this is, you're definitely figuring this out. Maybe there was even deception, cheating, conflicts, arguments. Definitely some of you might have felt challenged or stuck in a difficult situation. But I think that you're freeing yourself. You're getting out of it. You're in the process of getting out of it. And there's some good news that's coming in. So definitely very interesting reading, Taurus. I'm just seeing if I'm getting anything else. Yeah, with the Five of Swords here, there could be some Taurians that you're kind of putting your foot down. There could be some Taurians that you're drawing a line in the sand. You're not going to tolerate something any longer. So let's pull you an additional guidance card. I'm very, very interested to see what the additional message is going to be. Now, maybe the sign of maybe the sign of Capricorn is significant because the Devil represents the sign of Capricorn. Hierophant is Taurus, could even be another Taurus for some of you, so maybe Taurus, maybe Capricorn is significant, or maybe an air sign for other Taurians is significant. An air sign or a water sign. But let's see, additional guidance for Taurus. What else does Taurus need to know for this upcoming week? For those of you that have children, there even could have been a situation involving your children. All right, expansion. Spread your wings and soar. Share your message and shine your light. Show the world what you're made of. I think this resonates very much, Taurus. I mentioned that some of you have been stuck in a situation. You're not going to deal with it any longer, and you are planning ahead, and that's exactly what expansion represents. Things are progressing. Spread your wings and soar. Spread your wings and fly, Taurus. Share your message, shine your light, show the world what you're made of. Okay, Taurus, so I hope that you found this reading helpful. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. And if you are interested in receiving a private reading from me, please check out northeasttarot.com. I wish you all a wonderful week. Take care.